Yeah,
easier.
it does. Here's something else I noticed that I liked in the first drill. So obviously going through individual, I didn't get to see if they were working on top ends and all that, but here's something I noticed when they were doing ball drills. So there's always drills where the coach, you run at the coach and he throws the ball at you.
Right.
When Notre Dame did that in the past, they would try to throw it right at him or throw it high. And like, okay, that's fine. Like day one maybe, but like what I saw today was none of the balls were hitting him in the chest. They were
on
all
purpose,
low.
by the way.
They were all low. They were all outside. I thought that was great because, like that, if a receiver can't run straight at a coach and a ball hit him in the chest and catch it, then he shouldn't be on scholarship at Notre Dame.
Right?
Like if he can't do that, that's not making you better, right? That's just doing a drill to do a drill. There was purpose behind Coach Stuckey's drills.
Every single thing he did and said had purpose.
Yes. And it was like, so again, that drill, just here, that's just doing a drill to get warmed up. These weren't drills to get warmed up. These were drills to build on a technique. And that was something I love. So like, I mean, we're seeing balls low. We're seeing the balls hit him in the gut. We're seeing and there was some drops because you could tell they were just kind of thinking it was just going to be right here. Like they were like, oh shoot, it's down here. Oh, it's down here. That's going to make you better. That's going to make you because what you're trying to accomplish is obviously there's a technical aspect of, the balls here. Like one thing is that I think Notre Dame's players have struggled with is like on balls that are out of way. They have a tendency to go like this when the ball's above their chest. And what I've always did with my receivers, because for whatever reason, that's a natural thing, is I always say you flip your hips. And then when it gets below your chest, then you flip your hips. Because what I say is do this. I tell everybody do this, with your front arm and your back, and you're going to feel tension here and here. You're going to feel a tension. That's not good. But if you go here, you don't feel that tension. It's a more natural way to grab the football. You have to work on those things, right?
Absolutely.
And so, but you can't.
He was coaching that specific. He was coaching the hands and how they're supposed to be placed. He was coaching that up specifically.
But if they know where the ball's going to go, then you're going to be prepared to do it. The fact that he was throwing it all over, you didn't know if it was going to be high, outside, low. That was intentional. You want to put them immediately in a situation where this isn't comfortable. And the thing that I think great pass catching teachers focus on, and this is something that I learned, honestly, from Urban Meyer, watching him at Bowling Green. This is something I learned from him and Billy Gonzalez and Dan Mullen when they were there, was you want your pass catchers always, when the ball's in the air, there's like just a laser focus, meaning there's no period where you're just you're playing catch and you're just no, when you're playing catch, you are attack, tuck. There is never a just lackadaisical period when you're catching the football.
Right. Absolutely.
And we saw that today from Coach Stuckey, where it was like, hey, you've got to be locked in. Even though this is just a warm-up drill, you got to be locked in. Man, Vince, I got to tell you, because like we would say we'd see the same drills at receiver every single time. And they just were like stuff that you would be teaching your varsity team, your JV team in high school day one. I mean, that's the stuff they were doing.
Yes.
And today we saw them. Right.
It's so to kind of build on the Chansi Stuckey coaching and all of that. Like you can tell he's a former receiver, number one, because he was literally showing them how to get off the line in some of those drills. Like he would demonstrate for them what he wanted to see. And if
you haven't seen Chansi Stuckey, Chansi looks like he can still play a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. And like,
if I'm starting a 7-on-7 team of adults in South Bend, that's my number one draft pick at receiver. Okay? Right. Chansi can still move.
And he's got some get off. And so, and as he was demonstrating, I don't know if I got this on video or not, but as he was demonstrating the get off in front of, they had a dummy standing right in front of the guys, and they were working on not the hands, but their footwork on getting around that press coverage. Right. And as he was demonstrating, 3 guys back was Lenzy, and he was just trying to mirror, and he's just doing his own thing. He was trying to mirror what Chansi Stuckey was showing them, and he would kind of do it behind him, and he was kind of doing the footwork behind him, and you could tell he had never been taught this particular move ever.
Right.
And he's a 5th-year senior at the University of Notre Dame.
Okay? And he's been in 2 playoff games.
Yes.
He's been
that was like mind-blowing that he had to okay, I need to do this to get off. Okay. And he's like he's mimicking and mirroring what Stuckey's doing. And I'm like, oh my God, he's never seen this before. It was just it just reinforces what we've been telling people all along, right?
Right.
And I love, and again, to my point, that what you do early is who you are and who you want to be. Chansi Stuckey sees what these guys aren't good at and what he wants to emphasize, and that's what they were doing on day one. And we were only there for what, 20, 25 minutes, right? And that's what they were doing, and that just speaks volumes to me.
Yeah.